knitters, here I am again. I am going to add one more stitch to your library. So I had a request in showing you how to knit lace Portuguese style. So I pick up one of my books. I have, we have an infinity of stitches out there. And I came here to my library and got this book, Knitting Lace by Susanna Lewis. If you have this book, this is a wonderful resource for lace. She has reproduced a lot of lace from a sampler. And I am here using pattern 6 out of her book. Pattern 6, there's no name for this lace pattern, but I thought it was a pretty one. It's on page 9. And the repeat is 8 stitches. So every 8 stitches the pattern repeats itself. So on my sampler here today, I cast on 2 repeats. So 16 stitches, 8 plus 8, and then 1 stitch for each edge. And when I put them in the needle, I marked them as this. 1 edge stitch, then I put a stitch marker, then my first group of 8, another marker, another group of 8, marker, and edge stitch. So this way I don't get confused. And again, when you have the repeats marked in between stitch markers, if you make a mistake, you can catch yourself before you go into the next repeat. Okay, so that's the best way to do this. I thought this was a good pattern to teach because it includes everything a lace knitter needs to know. It includes the knit, the purl, the yarn over, knit it together, and SSK. So I actually stopped here on row 13. I'm going to do row 13 with you that uses the SSK. And then I'm going to purl 1 row back. And then we're going to do row 15 together, which uses the knitted together. All right. So here I am. I'm going to have a description of this stitch in the, down below for you to access. But here, I'm going to follow my book for now. So row 13. Let's set up, put the yarn on my hook. And here we are, ready to go. So my edge stitch, I decided to purl. I purl every row. So purl the edge stitch, slip the marker, and here we are. Knit 1, yarn over, and to do the yarn over, let me show slowly. I was gonna get to my regular mode here. So I knit 1 stitch, then yarn over is putting the yarn over the needle once. I'm gonna hold that, bring the yarn back to knit 1, and actually I have to knit 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And to follow my stitch library, of course, I assume that you already know how to knit and purl Portuguese style, okay? So this is not meant to teach you from beginning, but just to show you how I do lace. So again, I knit 1, yarn over, knit 6, and now I'm going to do a SSK. So to do the SSK, I am going to slip 1 stitch as if to knit. I'm going to slip another stitch as if to knit. Put both stitches together. Slide it back to the left hand needle. As I do this, I let my yarn sit here in between the 2 needles. Bring the yarn back and knit the 2 together through the back loop. Okay, that's SSK. Let's do another repeat together. Slip the marker, knit 1, yarn over. If you leave the yarn below the right hand needle and knit the next stitch, you also get a yarn over. You want to see it? See, the yarn is below the right hand needle, and I'm going to knit that stitch. I get in 1 step, yarn over, knit 1. And I have to knit 6, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now comes my SSK again. I am going to show you a second way of doing SSK, which I think is prettier. You slip the first stitch as if to knit, but you slip the second one as if to purl. Put both back on the left hand needle and knit them through the back loop. And I'm going to slip my marker and purl one, stop and show you. Because, you know, it might be a little detail, but I think if you slip the second stitch as if to purl, it lays down better than the one slipped as to knit. I think the stitch is a little bit distorted. It's up to you, okay? It doesn't make a huge difference. It's a very minor detail. Okay, so now row 14 of the pattern, and every even row is purl. I actually slipped the first as to purl. Don't do that. Purl one and purl the rest. And we're going to do row 15 together. And on row 15, I can show you the knitted together. This is a very pretty lace pattern. Okay, so I hope you can just learn a few things here, Portuguese style, as we do lace. A lot of her lace, actually, like I said, the book is full of lace patterns, are more complicated. And what I mean more complicated is you have to do those maneuvers more often. The yarn overs, the knitted together, the SSKs more often. It's up to you how you want to knit your lace, okay? So let's do row 15 together. Again, my edge stitch is a purl. Slip the marker. And now I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, actually it's a knit 1. Yeah. Knit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knit it together. So I go as if to knit 2 stitches at the same time, and you end with a yarn over. You slip the marker and then knit 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knit 2 stitches together and a yarn over. Slide the marker, purl the last. I'm gonna purl one more row and put this flat so we can see together what it looks like, okay? So lace, it's a wonderful fabric to produce. Those yarn overs make holes, of course, on a purpose to make a motif. And I like to, on those yarn overs, I like to place a bead and make lace that it's kind of sparkly, so you can make shawls. You can make so many things with lace pattern, including a top. That would be pretty. And here, oops, I let my last stitch go. Okay, done. We did 4 rows together. And here it is. Okay. So on those 4 rows, I'm going to repeat. We did yarn overs, the SSKs, and the knitted togethers. We knit and we purl. All the basics you need to make a basic lace pattern. Okay, so again, if you have questions, my email is andreawongknits@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe and activate your notifications so you can be aware when I get new videos out there. All right, so I'll see you in the next question and answer.